Hello and welcome to another edition of After the Whistle, Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. Couple of days removed from the Super Bowl. My stomach is killing me, but we here. Yeah, my stomach is killing me.
Driving on the highway is always an interesting thing, especially when you're on it every day nowadays. I see some of the wildest things every day.
You know, it's funny when we had that episode where we was talking about driving and people not doing the drive. Literally 2 days after that, right by Harrington, going down, right? It was at night. And you know, they got all that snow, so I'm going down Harrington. There was a car coming up, but it's so narrow and stuff, so this lady, oh my gosh, she was like, so I move a little to the side because there's plenty of room for her to, you know, get by me. She's like, I can't get through. I roll my window down. I'm just like, she's driving. I'm gonna hit something. I'm like, you got enough space. You got enough space. She's like, I'm gonna hit the snowbank. I'm like, lady, just drive. You got enough space. Sitting there trying to argue with me. I'm just like, yo, drive your car. Like, what are you doing right now? And there was like 3 other cars behind her, so it's like, bruh.
You know, my blood would have been on hot with this whole debate and conversation. I've been like, shut the hell up and try to get by. Like, also, I was telling somebody about the Asian guy I saw stuck on the snowbank. Because you know when you leave the area, when you go to Peabody, you take that wide turn. Yeah. I recorded the area too. I said it to you. Me and May looked at the guy, I was just like, damn. The man was legit 5 feet on top of the snowbank. So meaning he was coming around the bend and he probably slid, was going too fast, and just was.
That's actually
legit. I will show you the spot right now, man.
Yeah, I don't even. That was Sunday, right?
Yep. There you go. Now, the snow has went down a little bit.
Yeah. Like, bro, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
right there. So just imagine a couple days ago it was even higher.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know. People go need for speed in conditions like this, and it's like safety is the most important thing.
I told somebody already. The days of just getting your license are dead. Everybody should be forced to go to driving school. Driving school should be mandatory for everybody in this country nowadays. For one, you don't know how to drive. A lot of people don't care enough to learn how to drive or teach themselves anything. 2, every country don't drive the same. The rules on the road are not the same. Some places have no real rules other than follow the light, and if there's no cops around, run it. So once again, everybody needs to be on one accord because this is crazy. Why we're seeing way too many accidents consistently nowadays, bro.
You see how they drive in Congo, talking about no rules to the road.
I know.
And the traffic there be so crazy that people will just start walking. But yeah, out there's definitely no rules to the road and red lights and all that.
When I was in the Bahamas, I had to take a driving test to drive a scooter. You had to make sure I knew what I was doing on a scooter. You gonna just tell me it's handing anybody a license out here? Like, I get it. The country is built on reverse psychology. Which I'll never let y'all tell me certain things because I just refuse to believe it. But it's like, you can't be serious. If I gotta take a driving test for a scooter, you can risk your life just for fun out here? Like, and that's the first time I learned that their rotary goes the other way. Remember I told you the other night, and I was on the phone with you, that somebody tried to take a left at the rotary? This is Saugus. Yeah, bro, somebody tried to take a left at the rotary. This is my point about people need to all be in driving school. Because in other countries, the rotary, you go to the left.
Right.
In the U.S., that never happens.
Right. There goes, what up, Stevie? Stevie,
what up, man?
What's up, fellas? What's good?
Stevie's officially my officiating confirmation when I see something that I don't think is a good call. So we've had the last couple of days where I've had to send them a couple clips just to make sure if I went crazy or not, just to confirm the call. You know?
I told Gina
But yo, Mook, I love the plays that you're sending me. All the plays that you're sending me, they're very close calls. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you sending me those because we could break those down. You know what I'm saying? Together. Like the one you sent me last night with Isaac, Rafi, JJ, and Brooke, they all was involved in the play. And it was kind of like everybody thought it should have been an and one because they thought the foul call was on the reach on JJ, but it was from behind from Rafi. The ref called it from behind. So it was on the floor. Everybody went crazy. But
you did point out that wasn't that official's call, though.
And it definitely wasn't that official's call because it was a three-man crew. So it was the baseline official's call, but at the same time, his angle, he was able to see it from behind. I didn't think it was a foul. I would have let it go because, you know, just the level of basketball that I played and coached and been on, I thought it was minimal contact because he still finished. Now, if he would have missed, I would have probably gave it to him. But he made it, and it would have been play on, get back on defense.
Definitely. I think we got Ant on, too.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What is going on, man?
What's up?
Everything good?
Not much. Mukala don't like any ref in any game, so he's gonna send you a lot of clips.
I don't. Yo, I had a streak of being nice, not saying nothing crazy, but there's been a couple games where I done lost it. But I had like a good 2-week stretch where you ain't hear me say nothing about the officiating. but nah, you're right. They be pulling up on me too. They roll up on me when they see me. They won't have discussions about me talking about them. It happens.
Yeah, flip the phone.
Yeah, let's get into the Super Bowl. I mean, we was at a Super Bowl party. I stopped paying attention at some point. But Seattle gets their second Super Bowl in franchise history. You know, it was one of those games where it's like only person that kind of played great was the Seahawks defense and the running back, but offensively for both teams, it was
ugly. You know, I said he just picked the worst game to show his inexperience, which is bound to happen. He played a great season, so it just sucks it happened in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they had chances too. It was like that interception was really the thing that really just like broke everything because it was like 22-7 at that point, and they could have they had some momentum going, and then that interception happened, and then it was just like one of those things.
The Patriots defense played great, man. They kept them in it, like you said, up until probably that interception. They had the ball at that time. If they score, right, it's 22-14. It's one possession. The defense played great. They just couldn't do anything.
And that touchdown they got too. Seattle got is because it happened on a short field. I think it came after the fumble.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Pats' offense helped out Seattle's offense more so.
I agree with Todd, man. I think just Dre looked young. He looked young. And it affected the whole offense. And our whole offense looked young. The left side of that line, there was rookies. The center, the tackle, they just weren't ready for the moment, man. That's all.
I mean, he is young. I mean, they punched above their weight class, right? Like they were playing with the house's money. I mean, I don't know how many people really expected them to win. They probably shouldn't even been there, right? But they got there. They punched above their weight class. It looked like one dude on the line to me, that Campbell dude, couldn't keep nobody in front of him. But
rookie.
But other than that, you build on it, right? That's year two.
Yeah, like the first two play of the game, like first 2 or 3 plays of the game, they went straight at him, like ran him over, put him on the ground, like let him know, like listen, bro, I don't know. It took us probably like 7-8 years to get here. We ain't gonna let you just, because Super Bowls ain't easy to come by.
Yeah, they did it for 4 quarters too.
They were all over him, and I think was 20 sacks. I think it was Drake May was sacked 20 times this postseason. It's the most in NFL history for sacks allowed. On that David Carr type stuff right there. But
I mean, I will say in this game, I'm not gonna speak for all of them, but in this game, a lot of those things he could have got rid of. He was holding the ball too long a lot.
Thought he was seeing ghosts.
yeah, there was definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even really say that. It wasn't like he threw a bunch of interceptions or anything like that. He didn't have time to do anything. It wasn't necessarily like the Sam Darnold seeing ghost situation, right? Like he didn't have time to do anything.
So then, so then I would, as coaches, I would kind of put that on the play calling.
Of course.
So
I mean, you could dish it out to the line, the play calling, like whatever the case, right? Like a lot of things, but I don't think he necessarily. I mean, if I would have to look again, but his numbers were kind of better than Sam Darnold's. I don't like, so.
Yeah, Sam Darnold didn't play that great.
Of course he didn't. Sam Darnold.
Who's the MVP? I didn't even sit back to watch. Who's the MVP?
The running back.
The running back. You know
You
know how bad you got to play for them to not give it to the quarterback.
Right. Yeah. Sam Darnold, 19 of 38. Yeah. Then he ain't do nothing.
How many yards?
202 yards, but
202 yards, one touchdown. He didn't do nothing. Drake May had better yards. Don't get me wrong. I get it. They were trying to throw it at the end, but still.
Right. Yeah. It was like nothing spectacular. And honestly, like MVP could have went to someone on defense. I thought they were gonna give it to someone on defense.
They could have gave it to a whole. They could have just let the whole defense hold it up.
That's what that's what
either
I was
team.
saying, yo.
If the Patriots won, it would have been the same situation. That defense did like all the work.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens if, the defense is great. They give it to the whole defense.
Yeah. Or you could have even gave it to the dude that scored that defensive touchdown.
Yeah, the one guy that got the defensive touchdown.
Yeah, so. But second Super Bowl for Seattle. Mike McDonald, the head coach, he's the second youngest head coach to win a Super Bowl. Here's a fun fact. He was on the Ravens staff last year when they had that good defense and, moved on and stuff like that. So, kudos to them. And also, you got, for Sam Darnold, Minnesota kind of looking like, man, because now Minnesota, they're not happy with the quarterback that they drafted, J.J. McCarthy. They let Sam Darnold walk because he had a bad playoff game. He did pretty well last year, and now their whole quarterback situation's on it. So NFL's funny like that. Sometimes you might have something, and then you think you get somebody better, and then look what happens.
Yeah, sometimes it's fit. Sometimes it's fit too, yo. I don't necessarily think Sam Darnold does the same thing if he goes back to Minnesota, right? It's fit. They didn't feel like he fit. They rolled the dice. It is what it is. He won a championship. I mean, maybe they're saying damn, but probably not.
The stuff I've been reading, they're just not. The quarterback that they have now, they drafted J.J. McCarthy. It's like nobody in that building saying anything good about him since he got there. So it's kind of like,
I mean, at the end of the day, he wasn't good at Michigan when they drafted him. So I don't know what they thought they were going to get out of him in the first place.
Just because they won a championship.
Yeah, he wasn't good there.
They thought they was getting a good quarterback. I didn't even see it. That championship was all the running back. My man Corum
and defense, right? And defense.
So you know what it is. Why they really thought you wear number 12. Come on, you know what it is.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's really no such thing as a professional evaluator. Like, bro, that's not real. Like some guys are gonna be what you think they're gonna be, and some guys aren't. There's no. I mean, all these like pro scouters and whatever they found a lane to steal some money, bro. That's not real. Like they miss way more than they hit. So how would they? It just is what it is.
Especially with quarterbacks, you are definitely correct on that. They stay.
Half of them, or most of them, or like 90% of them, never even played the position or the sport.
Right, but they could just look and tell you who's going to be good 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 2 years from now. Like, it's not real, right? But
they thought Zach Wilson was going to be some great quarterback. And
yeah.
So for the Pats, they won. Had a great season. 17 games they won. They were undefeated on the road. Like, what do they do next year? Like, what are some things you guys think they should do next year to get
tighten up, get some more pieces. build around.
Yeah, I mean, pieces. Like they're solid, right? Obviously, they can do something on the line. Obviously.
They just tighten up. That's it.
Other than that, I mean, I do think if they can, I don't know what draft stock and all that type of stuff is, but I mean, there's still no weapons over there. Like, it's not. They don't have weapons. They don't have like a one receiver. They don't have things still, right? So.
Yeah, so and they got a lot of money for free agency too this offseason because they didn't spend last season.
I mean, they might actually start spending money now. So, and then you got some guys that probably want to come play for New England now.
Yeah.
The young quarterback, young core.
Yeah. And some of these vets might want to stay to help around too. I mean,
as long as you're getting paid. 'Cause that was the biggest thing with the Pats. They didn't want to pay nobody. So now that he's gone, you probably got to pay some guys now.
Yeah, we got the coach of the year. You know what I'm saying? We got the coach of the year. So that's something, to celebrate, really. That's something to celebrate. And I think, like you said, T, a lot of guys are going to want to come here now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the reason. That's one of the reasons. We'll get some good pieces. I think we'll be back in the hunt.
In the cold, not get paid. The way you want to get paid.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
New
what I
England. I mean, it's still where it is. So I don't know how much free agents are going to want to come there, but hopefully.
now you're right.
Coach of the year. I think Vrabel, man. A lot of it. It really depends. Like, especially when you get to that level, when you're making a certain amount of bread and all that, you want to play for somebody that, you cool with, that you can vibe with, somebody that you come in and it's good to come and work. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to coach like Stefanski if you're somebody like Shador. You get what I'm saying?
I do, but I think sometimes on the outside looking in as fans, we see things one way and then we like kind of put it in our head that that's how it really is, but that don't seem to be how it moves.
That's true.
In the space of what we're talking about, right? We all say like, oh yeah, well, if I already made some money and now I want to win a championship, so I'm going to look for the best team, coach, whatever. But it doesn't seem like that in that space, right? There's still places guys just aren't going. Like no free agents lining up to go to Cleveland. Yeah, nobody's going to Ohio. No free agent is lining up to go to like Massachusetts for the most part. Like it's been like that, and it seems to stay like that, right? Like it just is what it is. You gotta get those guys to trade NBA, NFL, whatever. There's some states, there's some places, some cities, guys just don't want to be, no matter who's coaching it.
And a lot of and especially in the NFL, a lot of these dudes want to be in these warmer states.
You play outside.
Play outside. There's certain states, certain places that there's the taxes. There's that aspect of it. So there's a lot that.
But that's
goes
my whole
into
point
it.
about like if you actually pay guys, some guys might be more willing to come here rather than come here just for the winning aspect of it, because you only go to work to get paid.
Hey, guys, real quick.
What's
How about the real MVP? Bad Bunny. Talk about that. My reaction.
What you talking about?
It was hilarious
Bad Bunny?
Yeah, it was just hilarious that the people that said they weren't going to watch the Super Bowl or weren't watch the halftime show, they had the most to say about it. That was just the funniest part about it, because it's like, come on.
And he prepared them too to learn Spanish.
Yeah, he gave him a whole month, but from the Bad Bunny fans that I know that understood, they loved it, and it was cool that he had that kid in there, the kid that was that ICE had grabbed for what that had him in the detention center. They had him in there. They had a wedding going on in that.
Everybody in there.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was just blending of cultures.
Let me say this real quick. I mean, I know people talking about, was it Spanish? See, I don't see it like that. I saw it as the way they put it together, production-wise. To me, that was amazing. The way he picked up, singers from the past, or not singers, but rappers like Daddy Yankee, Don Omar. He mentioned all of them. Tego Calderon. That's what I mean. That's like when you big up Biggie Smalls, Tupac, those guys like that. So yeah, the whole production was amazing.
Anybody got any positive things to say? Because I don't want to be the damper on this.
Hey, man.
All right. I'll be honest. I thought it was dope. I'm just sick of our little political stances every Super Bowl the past couple of years, or we got to plead. We got to plead for what's the word I'm looking for? All right. My bad. I'm sick of these political stances where we're always trying to plead our case to stop, I want to say, targeting us as people or the coaches. How about we just respect each other as a whole? Because these things get on my nerve because it just lands on deaf ears, as you see.
Man, listen.
I honestly didn't think picking him was a political stance. Was it a political stance picking Bad Bunny?
And all that stuff in the U.S., you know what I mean? So I'm like, if you got people being targeted, then you got this man saying basically, stop targeting our people. It's just like I just don't really care for it in regards to this, because how many times we gonna plead for things and we don't never get it? Rather just take the stuff.
I don't think picking Bad Bunny was a political stance. If he decides to do take a political stance during his performance, I mean, I guess that's kind of his choice. But I don't think he was picking him was political.
I think everything, personally, I think everything was created, all this was created by the media, to be honest. To me, it was just a show. It's not like the first time we've had a Latin artist come on in the Super Bowl show. So I just think it's like the times that we're in, and you know what I'm saying, they trying to create a certain energy throughout this country. And that was part of it, because all eyes are on the Super Bowl at that time in this country, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
going back to
and look what it created. It created this, and it was only a halftime show.
Yeah, but
only a show.
Going back to last year, I don't think Kendrick was political. I don't think Drake was political. I don't think any of the people they picked was picked for a political reason. If they decide to take a political stance, that's their choice.
Oh no, I'm not saying he got picked for political reasons. In the political stances, how many times are we going to be pleading for our groups of people and coaches and stuff, and nothing changes? That's my thing.
I mean, maybe they're going to plead until something changes. I don't know. I'm not out there pleading, so I don't know.
I know. But
at the end of the day, too, it's a halftime show. It's a performance. It's a concert. People.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just entertainment. People just in the age of social media, people want to have these they want to act try to be different, and they get on these platforms and say certain things.
Because to be completely honest with you, I don't think I ever watched a halftime show. I didn't watch this one. I didn't watch last year's. I didn't watch the one before that. I get up and move around during halftime.
My thing is this, man. It was a show. It was a halftime show. They've been doing it for how many Super Bowls? Probably all of them, right? And it just started maybe a year or two ago for us to start putting these political things on them on the halftime shows. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you say, so that kind of stopped me. If you're gonna judge anything, just judge the production of the show, because the dopest one to me was 50 Cent. When 50 came out, that was fire. The production, that was the only one I really paid attention to. But the Bad Bunny one, the production was okay. They showed the hood. They had stores. They had people around, and you know what I'm saying? But to me, it's something different. I don't really want to speak on it right now, because then it's a totally different subject. But I just think it's ridiculous for people to be talking about a halftime show and what language the show is. It's your choice to lay your eyes on the show. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't. It's your choice.
Yeah,
right. It's entertainment. It's entertainment at the end of the day.
For sure.
Oh man.
Nobody had a problem with what we on Super Bowl 60. Nobody had a problem with no halftime show until around Super Bowl 55. Until Jay-Z started picking who came on the halftime shows. Nobody's had a halftime show until Super Bowl 55, right? So nobody's had a problem. So all right, move on. Nobody had a problem when it was U2 and whoever else. So just move around now. Move on now. I just don't have a problem now.
Legit. Oh man. But overall, I mean, it was very entertaining. It was plus he's one of the most streamed artists in the world, so
it was dope. The show was dope.
Yeah, man, he's the most streamed artist in the world, and his concerts, from what I've heard from people that went, is he puts on a show. So
the viewer rating.
He's one of the biggest artists in the world. Period. This dude's on wrestling. He's in movies.
Yeah.
He does everything, bro. Everything. It's like he's an international superstar, bro. It wasn't like let's pick a Spanish person because the ice thing's going on. He's an international superstar. He was up next. They picked him.
And he chose to
move on
for his platform to push with his you know, his agenda. Like, yo, he was sticking up for his people. Hey, let's do it.
I forgot about that WWE when he was on WWE. That hardcore match he had.
And a quick note. I believe the total overall rating.
He's like second or third, right, in history.
143 million, I believe, viewership. The overall numbers. 140 million. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think his performance is like third all time history Super Bowl. Yeah. Well, one of the top three. Transition.
Great for awesome for him, bro.
Yeah, that was dope.
He was already in Corona commercials. He was like Ant said, he was already an international star, bro.
Yeah.
This dude was already an international star. He was doing commercials with Snoop and come on, Snoop's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Come on, bro. He's in movies with Brad Pitt. Like, he's on wrestling. Like, he is who he is. That's why they picked him for the Super Bowl, right? Like, that's why.
Yeah. All right. So NFL ended Sunday. Then we get to the NBA, and everybody want to fight. There was a couple fights the other day in the NBA. Suspensions have been handing out, but man, first Detroit and Charlotte. Isaiah Stewart, this dude is like the king crash out. My man ran on the court, still had his ice on his knees. And him and Miles Bridges got it going. So I think he got suspended 7 games. Miles Bridges got suspended 4. Jalen Duran got 2, and then the other player, I think, got like 3 or 4. But it was just a hilarious night in the NBA that night.
Can I go first?
Yeah,
Because
go
it had a little bit of boxing in there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yo, I don't blame Stewie. I watched it. I don't blame Stewie, and here's why. Miles Bridges came in the situation and threw a nice little straight left. It kind of grazed Duran off the chin, and nobody else did anything. So it was kind of two guys going at Duran, you know, and everybody knows Stewart's all for that. That's who he is. He's with it. So I wasn't even surprised, to be honest.
Teammate.
Yeah. Somebody mush me, it's going down. So, but yeah, Stewart coming out of there, it's just like he's gotta be careful though. Only I would tell him though, just because like I'm not against him going to his teammates, but he's been in so many situations that I don't want them, the league, to try to like, you know what I mean, make an example out of him.
He only got 7 games, which isn't too bad because normally in the past I've seen dudes get like 20 games or so, and for stuff like this, and I think there's like a minimum certain amount of games to get if you come off the bench when you're not on the court too. So that was that. But
Well, he knows he's paid for.
yeah.
Nobody got hurt.
No, but yeah, but it's for Detroit too. This is kind of, you know, they've been bad for so long. Like prior to last year, it's kind of like they're trying to get that identity, you know, the bad boys identity. It seems like it always happens at some point where they get that fighting that identity back.
Tough franchise, man. Tough team.
And first in the league in the East right now, too, 39-13.
That's dope.
They're actually having a really good season. You know, I think they got 2 All-Stars, Duran and Cunningham. Mm-hmm. So, you know, good for them. And then the other one was Atlanta and Minnesota. They had a little scrap.
I didn't see that one.
It was Nas Reed and I forgot who was the other one. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I saw that one. Nas Reed, man, yeah. I forgot who he grabbed up, but he wasn't letting go. He's another one though. You know, these guys. There's a few guys in the league that you know is about it, and they all know it. They all know it too.
It's really.
I like it. I like seeing it. I like seeing the competitors. It reminds me a little bit of back in the day, the 90s. You know, dudes used to get it in. 80s and 90s, dudes used to get it in on the court, and it really wasn't anything big. And then they started making it a big deal. But I'm kind of glad nobody got 20 games. Nobody got more than 10, because nobody really got hurt. I know it's not the agenda we're trying to push. You know what I'm saying, for the league and to show the kids. But hey, it happens.
It happens. It happens.
It's heated competition. What do you expect?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Things are gonna boil over once in a while.
Okay.
We all been in a couple of those.
It's basketball.
Mostly. Yeah. Speaking of that, yeah. And, you know, I seen the other day, Cisco. Remember Cisco?
Mittens.
Yeah.
Bobby Cisco.
The barber.
With the paws.
Yeah, I seen him the other day. He was telling me the story. He said he was with you and Shotty. He said he hemmed up Billy. And you and Shotty was there. This was a funny story, but
Didn't he knock his teeth out?
yeah.
They'll say he got into it with Billy.
Yeah.
It was crazy, yeah.
He said he was with you and Shotty. Just telling me when but
Yeah, no, I remember what he's talking about. Yeah. I remember what he's talking about. Billy had to fight a lot of people, but I remember what he's talking about for sure.
Really get into it a bunch of times in life.
no, this Cisco is a wild dude, man.
That too. He won't slap you. I see Cisco do some wild stuff too.
Celtics news. So Tatum, he's practicing with the team now. He was a full participant in practice, so ramping things up. He might, maybe after All-Star break, he might.
I would just say, just take it easy.
Yeah.
Shut it down, man.
Yeah,
Shut it
take
down.
it easy, bro. I know he's excited, you know, but nah, take it easy, man.
Yeah, but the progress though, it's a surprise. Because what happened like April last year or
I
May?
mean, it looks good until you push off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
yeah,
why I say I would just. Ant said shut it down. Ant's been through this already.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So it's just.
Yeah, I'm saying shut it down. Like, kind of saying like for what? Like come back for what? Like the team's playing good. Just take the year, bro. Come back for what? You might mess up the whole flow of what's going on anyway.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. But,
I can see if they started with him. The fact that he hasn't been there all year, you can't throw. He's the one. I mean, if you want to say 1A, 1B, him and Jalen, he's the one. Like he's not gonna come back and it just be like we're just adding a guy in. Like he's the guy. Bringing him back, that's a big adjustment for everybody. For everybody that's had to play more of a role, for the Pritchards and all those guys, him coming back will throw everything off. It will throw everything off. And I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying that it'll be hard to do. And if they think they got something right now, I don't know. If I'm management, I'm just telling him to just relax, man.
And now you made perfect sense just because you want them guys to have more confidence coming into next season. You know what I mean? So when you put Tatum and Tatum in it, and the other guys was doing more last year, it's gonna be a way better team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like going through a training camp and stuff like that, you can figure it out. But just to throw him in, like he hasn't been there. He hasn't been there. He wasn't there in the offseason. He wasn't there in the preseason. He wasn't there at the beginning of the season. He's not there in the middles. Like, so to just throw him in now when he's, he's working his way to being 25 shots and 30-something minutes a game again. Why you like? I don't know. I think
it's more his decision. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's never his decision. It's never. It can't be his decision.
Personally, I feel like if he wants to play and he's able to play, then you kind of let a guy like that play. He's already been through some stuff with Steve Kerr over the summer in the Olympics and not playing. And so I kind of feel like if it's his decision, if he feels like, you know what, because I was watching an interview, and he feels like he don't want to really come back.
Yeah,
he's like, because of those reasons. He's like, so and that's why I'm like, it's really up to him, because you can't keep a superstar of that magnitude, somebody you paying 200 and something million, 300 million, to if he says he wants to play, you gotta kind of let him play. Now you don't gotta ramp him up. Why do I if my team's winning and my money is invested in him? So what? He works for me. I don't care what he wants. That's also being a fan too. I understand what you're saying but that's also coming from a fan's point of view.
That's coming from I'm talking about from the GM point of view. I pay him. He can't I tell him what if he's gonna play.
We know what goes on in these teams. The franchise player runs the whole thing. Who cares about the? They have a lot of input, I should say. They have a lot of input. So if he goes to the GM and says, "Look, I want to play. I'm ready to play. The doctors cleared me. I'm good to go." But I don't think that's why I say it's his decision, because he might want to get 5 minutes a game.
As the owner,
5 minutes a game will mess up the team flow.
As the owner, I tell the GM no.
I don't.
The GM can't even make that decision. As the owner, I tell the GM no. You know? And you're talking about he had the little thing with Steve Kerr. What if he comes back and the team starts to do bad? The thing with Steve Kerr is going to be nothing. What ifs. The thing with Steve Kerr will be nothing compared to that.
These are what ifs. There's a lot of what ifs. I would leave the decision up to him if I was his coach. Now, I'm not going front office. I'm not going front office. I'm not talking up there. I'm talking if I was his coach and just him being a player. If he decided he wants to play, then I would have the conversation with up top about him playing. Now, from there, it goes from there. I don't know where it's going to go. Yeah. But personally, myself, I think it's his decision. And I don't think he wants to play.
Also, Stevie, wouldn't that investment they have, all the money they're paying him, wouldn't that also be a reason why they're like...
That you don't play him,
yeah,
for
we
sure.
got all this money invested into...
Like, as much as you want to believe he has a choice, he ain't got no choice.
Yeah, because $300 million, paying somebody $300 million, you want them to be at their very best.
We'll see. Because then when the playoffs start coming around and things start getting close and things starts changing, I guarantee the conversation's going to change. I guarantee it ain't going to be this conversation.
He already hasn't played all year, so it doesn't matter if they go lose it. But what I'm saying, if they go lose in the first round or whatever, nobody's going to be like, oh, they should have let Tatum come back. He didn't play all year.
But they ain't going to lose. They ain't going to lose in the first round.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That's not, like, you know what I mean?
Guys, real quick, a quick note. Remember, back in '86, Michael Jordan, during his second season, I believe like the first 2 games of the season, he broke his foot. He was out the whole year. He came back for the playoffs against Boston. Remember that?
Yeah, but he lost every year in the playoffs until like season 7, so that don't matter.
He was young too.
He lost every year in the playoffs until like
Tatum's already a champion.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's why I would say it's his choice. He earned that. He already went through conference championships, losses. You know what I'm saying? All that finals losses. He's young, but he's really a vet on the court, and you know that.
I feel you, but I don't believe it's his choice. Who won the MVP last year?
Jaylen Brown.
All right.
Oh, the season or the finals?
The finals.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown. What
was guys saying? Oh yeah, Jaylen Brown's really Batman. Jaylen Brown. No, I don't think he has the say you think he has. I don't think he's clearly the guy over there. I don't even think he's clearly the guy there. So no, I don't.
Well, the money says so.
Yeah,
the money says he is.
I mean, he got paid after him. Jaylen broke the bank first.
History, bro. He made history though.
Jaylen did
the money
too
says
when he
that
got
he's
his
the man. And that's why they calling him B, because the money.
But that's always everybody's always gonna break the record the next year because there's more money in the league. That's always right. That's always right. Somebody's gonna be making $100 million a year. Like Jokic just turned down $70 million a year, bro. He's probably gonna make $100 million a year when he signs the deal after next year. That just is what it is. Right? Like,
I'm just the quick notes guy.
Good.
What you say, Pete?
He just said he's the quick notes guy.
Come on,
yeah. But I get what he's saying. But Jordan, all he did was lose anyway in the first 7 years anyway. So it don't matter.
All right, that's good. Good discussion, y'all. All right, fellas, you guys are coming off a game Tuesday night against Marblehead. A quick turnaround, but you guys were able, to play a well-rounded game for 4 quarters. Just how were you guys able to come out with the victory today?
Like you said, we came out with a big victory today. We played good as a team. We moved the ball around good, rebounded the ball. That was our main thing, boxing out, rebounding. They did have a couple putbacks, but I think we did a pretty big job at what we did. I had an off game. Offense was going really well, but I had to include on the defensive part. But I never put my head down. If I'm not contributing on offense, I'm going to move on to the defense, and I'm going to try to get my teammates involved. We had a great win as a team. The guys was knocking down shots, getting layups, as we should.
Nate, that second half, you guys started off the second half, 9-0 run, turned a 7-point game into a 14-point game. You guys never let up that double-digit lead. Just how key was that run to start the half that way for you guys to get that momentum, to be able to have that lead and keep it throughout the rest of the game?
Yeah, you know, going up into halftime up was huge for us, but we went in that locker room and we talked about the game being 0-0. We knew we had to come out and make a run. That's a great team. We knew they were going to go on a run, but it was just about responding, and we punched first, and we didn't hold back. We held that lead the rest of the game.
Your young guy right here, this freshman, he stepped up today. A lot of rebounds, was limited rookie on the offensive glass. Just how proud of you of what he did today, and how much did he grow up in this game?
I'm so proud of him, man. He's getting better every game. I can't say enough about him, honestly. He works harder than anyone in the gym, and I'm excited to see what the rest of this season holds for him and the rest of his 4 years here.
Right, got anything to say?
Cleveland,
man. First of all, for freshmen, it's a tough spot to be in, but just how were you able just to stay calm and be able to perform tonight in a big game against a front line that's pretty big?
It's like I just like thought about just cushioning and keeping a mindset of trying to keep the team energy up, and so we did that.
All right, yeah, man, senior night, you guys come out with the win. You guys get the Boston Senior League Championship. First of all, how you feeling right now?
You know, it's kind of a bittersweet moment, you know. Been here 4 years. You know, I couldn't keep my emotions together, but we balled out, feel me? And that's all it's about.
A little slow start, but then you guys hit them with a 20 to 8 run or something like that. You know, that's kind of the difference after, you know, they got up real quick.
Yeah. You know, we just kept our composure. We kept our mentality, you know, next play and next quarter, whatever. And that's what we did. And we just went on a run, like we said, and killed their confidence.
Yes, sir. Down the stretch of the season, you guys got a few games coming up. Before city tournaments, just what do you want to see these next couple games? I know you guys got a big one against Cambridge coming up, but what do you want to see these next stretch of games for you guys as you guys prepare for a tournament run?
Toughness and rebounding.
Just keep getting better as a team. I feel like we're not even as good as we want to be right now. Feel me? We could be way better. Y'all don't even know. They got us ranked low, all this and that. We don't care about that. We're just trying to get better every day.
Yeah.
How important was it for those young guys to get in, get some minutes, just get some quality time, because they never know when their number's going to call, so minutes like that, how important is that for them to utilize those minutes?
I feel like we got the best freshman in the state. Y'all see that number 10 kid? That kid is she's something else, man. Y'all don't even know. Those kids are the future, bro. Every time they get in, they really put in work and they really show out. So I love those guys, man.
All right, fellas, congrats on everything, man. Good win
Thank
tonight.
you.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
once again, yo, thank you, Mukala.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Jimmy, different circumstances this game. You guys actually have the student section here. How good was it just to have the students here for both teams just to be here?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. The fact that they came out like this on a Monday night, and we love our students love us, and they always show out for us. And even the Beverly student section, they were bigger than us, but our student section is really loud, and they're just a six-man out there for us.
Definitely. You know, this game, it was a battle. It was a battle. Close game throughout. You guys made it an 8-point game, but then they cut it down to 3. But talk about the defense that you guys played in those last few possessions to get those stops that you guys needed.
Oh yeah, I mean, we were all locked in on defense. We were just communicating. We weren't communicating great in the first half, but we really picked up in the second half, and our guys were just really locked in, and we just trust each other on defense, and that's the biggest part, and we take pride in our defense. So.
For you, I think you finished with 21 points, but you had another key play, that steal and layup to give you guys that cushion, right? Was that just you just locking in and making a play for your team down the stretch?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they ran that double screen action multiple times throughout the game, and I just anticipated it and knew it was coming. And I just took advantage of it and found the steal and got to the basket.
Yeah, what can you say about your two bigs, man? They came up big this time. I mean, Jameson, I think he had 10 points in the second quarter. Denton, he was big on the glass, right? Just how much of a difference maker do those guys make for your team and for yourself as opening up the offense for you?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, when we go to them early on, the defense has to switch to them, and then that leaves me open and lets me allow to take advantage of the defense when they collapse on our bigs, and our bigs are huge. I mean, on the glass, just putbacks, just everything. And they're great passers too, which is great for our team.
It doesn't get any easier. You guys got another tough opponent coming up
Yeah,
in Salem on Thursday. You got a couple days rest. What do you envision in that matchup for, against another tough opponent?
We just got to have 2 great practices, and Salem's good. I mean, Salem's really good. We just got to key in on their main guys and just got to stick to our defensive principles, and our offense will come. I think we have the size advantage, and we'll definitely have to take advantage of that.
My man, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, fellas. They was up 6 at halftime. You guys went on like a 20-8 run. Well, what was kind of difference defensively in that second half?
Honestly, I feel like we're missing people, we're missing coaches, we're missing all that, but we adjusted. And I feel like as a team, we're one of the best defensive teams in the state. And no matter what the situation is, we don't fall under the pressure, and we're going to keep on moving.
Deshaun, slow starts, first half. Third quarter, you got it going, both sides of the ball. Just offensively, what got you going in that third quarter?
Really, I just played bad in the first half, and I just picked it up third quarter and played both sides of the ball like I always do.
Right, Cam, you kind of got things going early on for offensively. Yeah, what was kind of the tone you wanted to set early on for your team on the offensive side?
I know we lost it last time, so it was just attack straight from the start. Just attack, try to get up.
Yeah. 3 games this week. I mean, you had a back-to-back game. It was like 3 games in 4 days. How are you guys just able not to let fatigue get to you guys and be able to pull this one out? Because it looked like they was going to pull away, but you guys were able to pull away in the second half.
Just stay consistent. Keep your mental. I don't know, bro. Just played hard as a team. Don't give up, and we stay composed.
All right, fellas. You guys need a much-needed break until next week. Good win tonight.
Thank you.
Good work, man. This dude here, man.
Mukala's the GOAT, man.
This dude here, I just seen a picture. Yeah. This dude shy, man. All right, let's go some college basketball. College basketball been a little wild this year. All right, Duke and North Carolina, they had a wild game on Saturday. North Carolina winning it at the buzzer. But this game, I just want to get your thoughts. Like Duke, they had like a good amount of time left with the game tied, and we seen this with John Shire last year when he had Cooper Flag. Like late in games, instead of like running any types of play, he just put a boozer in ISO.
He's an ISO, yeah. He let a guy ISO.
And nothing happened. And you look at what North Carolina did. They put Caleb Wilson in action, and when Dixon was driving and Caleb Wilson was cutting, you could see the paint was stacked with like 4 Duke defenders. That's how Trimble got that wide open shot. So it's like, Shire, you got enough time
Are we being victims of the moment, though? Because he made a great move, up-faked the guy. He just smoked the layup.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is what I've seen, like, last year, this year, like, in these late-game situations where he doesn't run no types of play. But, yeah, he smoked the layup. But I'm just saying, might want to try to run a play or something and get him a better situation, or I don't know.
Yeah, but but this is what I'm saying. I think we could only say that because he missed the layup, though. If he makes the layup, you're not questioning what John Shire ran.
I think Shire probably thought that was the best play for the situation.
Bro, he beat him. He just missed the layup.
Right, he just missed it.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If he makes the layup, we might, you're not questioning John Shire running that, like letting him go one-on-one at the end if he makes the layup. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that.
Oh, yep, not at all.
Right.
Because he beat Buddy. He just, he up-faked him, got him in the air, everything. He literally just missed the layup.
And that, the freshman for North Carolina, not Wilson, what's his name, Dixon? The point guard. He had a good last like a minute and some change because Duke was up Duke was up, and then he made those shots and that pretty much got them back in the game. It looked like Duke was gonna run away with the game, and then
it did.
And then Caleb Wilson had a stretch where he scored like 10 straight points or something like that.
He's tough, yo. He's legit.
Yeah.
Yo, when it comes to Duke Carolina, you could throw everything out the door.
For sure.
It don't matter. I don't care who's ranked. I don't care. Yo, seriously.
For sure. It don't matter who's coaching.
I've been down to Chapel Hill.
It don't matter who's ranked. It don't matter who's coaching. It don't matter who's playing. Those are going to be games for the most part.
It's a different situation down there, bro. Telling you when it comes to that. One team can have 2 wins on the whole season, the other one can be undefeated, and that team with 2 wins might beat the undefeated team. You never know.
That was a hell of a game, though. That was a hell of a basketball game, though. It was definitely one of the better games of the year. And then Monday, Kansas beat Arizona, handing Arizona their first loss. But so weird with the kid Peterson, like warm-ups. He's out there with the team, stretching with the team. Then next thing you know, before the game, they say he's not playing. He got
a Kawhi there.
Yeah. Legit, because
I don't understand, but because
he only plays in the game. Hey, you talking about somebody playing when they want? He only plays in the game when he wants.
Not for real. Like for real.
There was a game against Kansas State where he took himself out the game for like the entire fourth quarter. They was down, and then the team was coming back, and then I think they was like down 3 or something, and then he came right, and they put him back in the game.
Yeah, and then like they played BYU, he played AJ, he played the whole game.
Yeah, right.
He plays when he wants.
I don't know, bro.
And you know what's funny? They got him as like the number 1 pick. That seems to be the way to be the number 1 pick. To just kind of like don't show him too much. give him just enough.
Well, he showed
that dunk he had.
But he shows them.
Man, that was the dunk of the year.
But he showed them. But he shows them a lot when he's on the court.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
he does. He plays on both ends.
Yeah, I mean, don't show your weaknesses. Don't show it too much.
Right.
I mean, you guys talking about AJ? What's his last name?
Devonta.
He's from Baltimore, by the way. Did you guys mention that?
Everybody know that.
Yeah, that's given.
Universal, brother.
Yeah, he's not secretly from Mass. Everybody from Mass.
Everybody know.
I know you know, but you guys didn't mention it.
Everybody know he's from out here.
He's worldly.
That's why they played here at the beginning of the year. They did a home game.
Yeah, the last 2. Yeah, last year. I think last year he had like 2 games out here. One of those I almost got kicked out.
Rightfully so.
The dude's threatening to kick me out. He's like, you can't film. I'm like, bro, buddy told me I can. What are you talking about?
Oh, man, trying to abuse his power?
Yeah. I was like, okay. All right. This is weird. But, no. It's funny, too, because his dad knows my aunt. It was like, yeah, they used to be at their house all the time.
Didn't even look out.
But anyways, did you guys see this story? Former Falcons player James Pierce Jr. He was arrested for domestic violence against Rakia Jackson. I think
Rakia?
Yeah, Rakia Jackson.
Oh,
LA Sparks, right?
Yeah.
It was.
No, I ain't hear about this.
Yeah, this happened. I think this happened Saturday or something. The whole story was kind of crazy because it's like he rammed his car into hers or something like that.
Oh, that's like, that ain't no regular domestic violence. That's like attempted murder.
Word.
Like that ain't no regular. That ain't no argument. No fisticuffs.
Unalive her.
He tried to kill somebody.
Yeah. So he got arrested. He's facing 5. They say he's facing 5 felony charges. Aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
What state?
Aggravated
What state
stalking.
was that?
I think Atlanta.
In Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play like that. They don't play games down south.
Crazy though, like.
They don't play down south.
Just drive away. Let alone walk away. Just drive away.
Some people.
That's
just
crazy.
He crash out, man.
He crashed out. Crashing out.
Literally.
They ain't worth it. That's a literal crash out right there.
Bro. I don't care that much to get that mad at anything to want to like run you over. Like that's.
Yeah. So, and this thing I'm reading says she's willing to testify against him.
Oh man.
And all that. So.
Oh, Tank Davis got problems like that too.
Dude's only 22 years old.
She should though. He gotta go.
Be part of that new world. We don't need no part of.
Yeah.
Man. We ain't dealing with that sass.
Putting people's life in danger like
That's
that. Right? Come
crazy.
On now.
Like what?
All right, Pedro, what we got for boxing?
Yeah. What we got?
Oh, wait a minute. Well, over the weekend, I mean, it was kind of quiet, except that they had this fight. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, Junior Ant. But Brendan Figueroa knocked out.
Nick Ball. I saw that. Yo, it was a really good fight, man.
Face first.
Yeah, he
he landed face first, but you know, Figueroa was winning. It was a close fight the whole fight. Figueroa wore him down and just caught him and dropped him, man. Like it was out cold, pretty much out cold. 12th round knockout.
He won.
That's the second one we had in 2 weeks.
Yep, he won the WA featherweight titles.
Featherweight championship. So they looking at him versus Shushu.
Hey, Junior, real quick, man. Talk about the lawsuit that Mayweather filed for against Showtime Boxing.
Well, there's really not a lot of noise about it. You know, he filed like a $340 million lawsuit stating that they was robbing him, taking his money. Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza from Showtime saying that, you know, he didn't receive all the money from some of the fights like Pacquiao fight and what was the other one, the big fight, the McGregor fight, that he didn't receive all his funds. But the key to it is it's like 10 years down the line that he's saying this. So, you know, people ain't really too much smoke behind it. You know, plus Al ain't even named in the lawsuit. So
why does it matter that it's 10 years later?
Because why wouldn't you have brought this up when it was happening? Because the fight was 10 years ago.
Yeah, he doesn't take care of his finances. What if he's just figuring it out?
Right, but that's on him.
For sure, but that doesn't mean it's not true, bro. That's what I'm saying.
It might not be true to the point where he thinks, you know what I'm saying, that
because there's back ends, right? Like if I had to wait later for pay-per-view purchases or for whatever, I might think it deposited and
but
maybe it didn't. Maybe my accountant was stealing from me and this is how I found out money's missing.
But it's boxing. It's like the music industry. Like they could be like, all right, well, you know, we paid this on the marketing for this fight. We paid this and that. We you know, your flight. We flew your family out here. We use it, you know, and that's probably where they're gonna go with it. You know, it's all about accountants. It's really nothing personal, and that's why he didn't name Al Heyman in there.
No, he's you know what I'm saying? He's going after like the company.
Yeah, you know, it's more of that stuff. So he's gonna get something because something was going on. But I don't think he's gonna get that full 340. I think
he's definitely put more in there for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like something happened. Come on, when you're dealing with that much money, of course
goes missing. You don't know
exactly. And Warren Buffett's his man. He's gonna end up with something, but I don't think it's gonna be the full 340.
How about Shakur Stevenson got stripped of his WBC belt at 135?
Who cares?
I mean, he went up, right? He went up in weight, right?
But who cares? Nobody really cares about those belts no more.
Well,
nobody cares about those belts, and that's what's happening right now, and that's why Mauricio is doing what he's doing, because those belts are being devalued. Now with the new Zuffa League, the Zuffa Boxing League with Dana White, his new stuff, and then you got the Ring, which is a free belt. So everybody's, and it's the lineal belt. It's the belt that's been around the longest. You understand what I'm saying? So that's going to be the most recognized belt. So guys like Stevenson, Crawford, guys that, you know, understand the business, they're like, wait a minute, why am I paying you $100,000, $10,000, whatever I got to pay you sanctioning fees to wear your belt
that I want?
You should be paying me to wear your belt.
Right.
That's what I was going.
You see what I'm saying?
100,000 it was actually.
Yeah, 300. Nah, they try to charge Terrence 3. But these dudes been paying these fees all this time, and you know, now it's like, wait a minute, why are we doing this when the Ring magazine is the real lineal belt, and it's a free belt. You know, I can give this money to my family. We can go on a vacation. We can, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Yeah.
Why am I giving it to you?
Those guys are getting smarter by the day, that's for sure. Like they realizing things.
I mean, they've seen all them boxers in the past get screwed over for their bread.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And real quick, so we'll still have the next, I believe next week, obviously, we got the Barrios against Garcia. That's
Oh,
on
yeah.
Friday. Saturday, isn't it? 21st.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday, and then Clarissa's on Sunday.
That's correct.
So we got a nice boxing weekend, man. I'm not too familiar with the undercards yet. I gotta look, but I really like Ryan in this fight, to be honest. I was watching the face-off, and when it's time for, Ryan can step up when it is time for him to step up. I think with the Rolly fight, he underestimated Rolly. That's why I think Rolly beat him and dropped him. He didn't knock him out. He just dropped him, and then, he stayed away from him the whole match. But I just think this fight, I think him and Barrios must have a history, because the way he talked to Barrios, the way he's looking at him is like, yo, I'm going to beat you. And Mario Barrios ain't really denying it. He ain't saying like, nah, you ain't, But I think Ryan got this.
He's not a big talker, Barrios. He's more like a quiet kid,
What'd you say?
He's like a quiet kid, Barrios. He's not like a Ryan that he knows how to promote the fight. He talks a lot of trash,
Yeah, he's quiet. He's quiet. He's humble. He can fight though. Like, he's never been in a bad fight. If you look at all his fights, even when he loses, like, nobody blows him out. You know what I'm saying? He's always in it. Even with Tank, he was in the fight, and then Tank did what Tank does. So I don't think, and then his last fight against Pacquiao, Barrios fought Pacquiao. It was to a draw. Pacquiao's like 50, he's like our age. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way it should have been like that, bro.
And Clarissa Shields, again, what can you say about her, Junior? I believe she'll win again.
She's the GOAT.
Especially.
What do you mean? What can I say? She's the GOAT.
Especially.
Nobody's beating her. The only one that probably had a chance is Ali, and Ali, she's old. She's like 42. She's up there. And when I say old, I'm not saying we're not old. We just, for the sports and the things that they're doing, that's old. That's old.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. You got some. Oh man, I'm gonna send you this little video because we're gonna talk about this right now. So I was at Lynn Classical last week, so I had the kids mic'd up, right? And then there was a situation where police officer comes and pretty much threatens to kick the kids out because they're being kids. They're being cheering and like.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw it, right. So I just felt like I think one of the administrators had already talked to the kids, but it wasn't in trying to demean them, just reminding them, hey, just. Yeah. And then, so then a play happens, and then one of the kids kind of got up, was stepped on the out of bounds a little bit, then went back to the seat, but the cop came and tried to make it a bigger deal than it was, and it was kind of and this is my issue is this is the second time I've seen the adults try to police the fun with the kids at these games. It's kind of crazy.
I think there is a line, I think there is a line. You know what I'm saying? So as much as you want the kids to be rowdy and whatever, I think what they're saying sometimes, and how they're, sometimes the person taking the ball out of bounds and they're right over their shoulders and poking out. I think sometimes there's a line, and you do have to make sure it doesn't cross whatever that line is, right? So when you I was watching that game live on whatever the Lynn station is, and I saw it happen. But when I saw your video, it was a lot of it was a lot of I can't even say the stuff that the kids were saying right now on the thing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes there's a line. I watched the Salem St. Mary's game, and I watched Salem kick the kid out. Right? So Salem actually kicked the kid out of the student section. 2 or 3 kids, they made leave from the student section. Right? So, I guess, you want them to get crazy, but you also don't want them to get too crazy too. Everybody got to go outside at the end.
From the clip that I saw, I didn't think he really crossed the line. I'd seen the kid stand up, but I didn't see what was going on the court. So maybe there was a little scuffle on the court, and the cop thought the kid was going to run from the stands, and maybe that's why he went over. I don't know, but from what I saw in the clip, it just looked like they was
It could be preventative too, right? But like I said, when it's like BANs and you know what I mean, like the stuff they were saying, that could turn into a fight in 2 seconds. So I guess maybe they're just
That's what I'm saying. I didn't see the rest, so maybe that's why. Because he stood up for something. You're right. He stood up for something. So maybe the cop was like, yo. Don't think about going over there.
Yeah. Like I said, I watched that Salem St. Mary's game, and they kicked the kid out. And I didn't think he did much of anything, right? So I mean, they're gonna if they feel like they're trying to keep the play safe, they're gonna try to keep the play safe. You know what I'm saying? But I agree. You gotta let it get. It's gonna be crazy in some of these situations. You gotta let it get crazy too.
Let it go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
especially playoffs are getting late, man. Listen.
That Salem St. Mary's game, I haven't seen the crowd. I was watching that. I was like, damn, I missed playing that Salem.
Right?
Like, that looked crazy.
It was one of the better games. That crowd was it was packed, and they didn't even have
that crowd was crazy. And Beverly keeps a crowd like that.
Yeah, Beverly too. Speaking of Beverly, they played Masco Monday. The students were allowed to be at the game, but I like what they did. They had them on two different sides because they brought out extra bleachers, but the kids behaved themselves properly and stuff like that.
We already talked about a couple. I mean, I'm always talking about the faculties and stuff at these games and stuff like that, but it's all just like helping the students understand what they can and can't say at these games so they don't cause any problems and they can be as rowdy as they want to be.
Right.
And just helping them understand the distance they need to be from, the stands from the court. Just simple stuff like that. But as Ann said, like I said, you got to give these kids the benefit of doubt sometimes, and you got to let it get a little rowdy sometimes. So you do have it.
These kids in Georgetown and Beverly getting it cracking for real.
Listen, man.
Sometimes I feel like
cracking. They put them on two different sides.
But sometimes I feel like people from other cities, they might be a little nervous of what might happen. It's like, no, bro, these kids are just a little more animated than your typical kids where you're from. That's really all it is.
Yeah, because even last week during the English classical game, because they had the English students were sitting on one side and the classical students were sitting on, but they were still like going back and forth and just going crazy. And it was like, yo, this is fun, man. This is what they're supposed to be doing.
Out here, everybody know each other, so they don't got to worry about none of that.
But we got the faculty who don't know everybody out here, so that's when they're like, oh, we got to do. It's like, no, relax. See the other people that are from this city that work in the same school you work at, and they're not jumping to things you shouldn't either.
Yeah. I also put a disclaimer. I always tell these kids, cut down on the cursing and the foul language when I'm doing these mic'd up with y'all, because I don't want to make y'all look crazy and look bad. So I mean,
they be swearing like crazy.
Man,
that's their generation, bro.
Yes.
That's their generation, man. These little kids, they all talk like truck drivers.
I try to tell them, like, cut it down, because that's more work for me, taking all that out of that, because the one last week took me like a day and a half to clean it up.
But then you're going to have a teacher sitting right next to them.
Yeah, that's
so it's like, if you don't want nobody sitting right next to you, you can still scream, say your stuff, just no F-bombs and, you know what I mean? BAs and stuff.
But see, they're not even thinking about that, T. They're not even thinking about that. They're so into their own world.
I hear you,
Stevie. They don't realize that 3 of their teachers are sitting right there. They're like, oh.
Yeah, I would also say the teachers probably shouldn't sit in the student section. Yo, get out of there. Go sit somewhere else. Go sit somewhere else.
I agree with that. But young kids,
you can monitor them without, like, you don't have to be right there on top. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that, but as you're growing up, you got to be more aware of how you are in your surroundings and stuff. And then you turn to young adults, so just be more aware.
But playoffs is coming up soon. There's only a couple more. There's like 5 games left in the regular season for some teams. So playoffs will be the brackets will be coming out in a couple weeks. So we got some teams that probably be hosting home games and stuff.
Hopefully.
Lynn Tech's Allison Morales, she scored 1,000 points the other day. Yeah. Congratulations to her.
Nice.
Andy Batista, he's 15 points away from 1,000, so they play tonight, so he could get it tonight against Whittier Tech. Lynn Classical and Chelsea, that's pretty much first place game. Classical wins, they win the conference. Chelsea wins, I think it's a tie, first place.
Classical trying to get that back-to-back.
Yeah, they're trying to get that back-to-back.
It's going to be a tough one on the road. It's going to be a tough one on the road tonight.
It should have been yesterday, man.
I know. I can't even go now.
St. Mary's is hosting Wareham today. Wareham is one of the top teams in Division 4. They won a couple years ago, so this should be a good test for St. Mary's. A lot of good games, and then and how's y'all season going?
Going good. Teams down in Florida this weekend at IMG for a little showcase, and then after that, Nationals, middle of March.
Where's Nationals at? Where's that at?
In Ontario, Toronto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's our league is based in Toronto, so we go down there to play all our league games.
Dope. All right.
Yeah, so wrapping up on that. Pro team here, Port City Power, starting in the end of February. So training camp starts this weekend. I'm coaching with that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And also,
pros in. How's that? And how's coaching the pros? Like, man, how's those conversations?
I mean, for me, it's just a little less teaching. It's just a little less teaching, right? I'm coaching in prep school, not like regular high school, so we don't, so we already kind of coach them in that way, in that sense, kind of like college guys, pro guys. So it's just less yelling, less teaching, more talking, right? More, oh yeah, I get you. More like you go to say something and I understand, I get it. Right, more of that. But there's always some guys that just don't get it, and then But
even grown men, right?
Even men, but but the difference is like I don't have to go back and forth with you. I don't have to have you on the team. I don't have to grow you. I don't have to mold you, y'all. Right. The next day you're cut, and I just bring somebody else in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's dope. Also, if you want to catch some games, we got some games up on YouTube. I was up at New Balance over the weekend, like 4 games. Tone's team played over there. They played Sunday against Cats Academy. Putnam played New Hampton. Cushing played Newman. So, yeah, check those games out. Some good competition. Some good.
Yeah, little white kid on. I don't know what he's on. Cushing or whatever that team is that beat Putnam. He's tough. He was killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going. Ryan. He's going to see. He's committed to Siena.
He's all right.
Siena. He was killing.
Yeah.
He's from New York, right?
Yeah, upstate New York. Yeah. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough. But yeah, man.
They come from all over the place, man. They come from everywhere.
Yeah.
White, black, purple. That's why I love this game, bro. It don't matter what you are, man. They come from all different places and colors and heights and sizes. I know some chunky people that can hoop.
That's
you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
All right, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here, man. We'll see. We'll catch y'all next time. I want to thank Ant and Stevie hopping in on the Zoom. And oh snap! Before we go, we forgot to say this last week. R.I.P. to Craig High. Passed away.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. to Craig.
Yeah. R.I.P. Craig High.
And then get better, Ethan. Ethan, he broke his leg. Ethan from Kip Academy.
Damn.
Yeah, he did?
Damn, sorry to hear that, bro.
He broke his leg.
Well soon.
Get well soon. So, yeah. But
yeah, man. Craig's one of those guys that always showed me love, man, from a little kid. I mean, he's my brother's uncle, so he's basically family. But like he's always showed me love, man. Always.
Yeah, man. I used to go, since we on the Craig thing, man. I used to go to Craig. He's a little older than us, Ant, right? He's our generation.
Yeah.
You know how we play Madden and live and 2K. I used to go over to Craig's and play some Madden with him every now and then. I would get him. He used the Pittsburgh Steelers. That dude loves the Steelers. Loves the Steelers everything.
Yeah.
He would use the Pittsburgh Steelers. I would go with the Patriots. We'd have some battles. He would eat his lobster. I don't eat seafood like that.
Yeah.
But he made me try lobster for the first time.
He also was the person who had the all-time scoring record at English, and I passed him.
Dope.
Good dude, man. Really good dude. Great dude, bro.
Yes, sir.
Great dude.
All right, folks. We'll catch y'all next time. I'm heading up to Cambridge tonight. Gonna be a good one.
I got to train kids later.
Who's Cambridge playing, Moot?
Burke.
Oh, that should be a good one.
Yep.
At Cambridge?
Yes,
the
sir.
Ranch?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be on the live stream on Instagram.
I might like Cambridge in this one, because that